So the other day I went out to the club with my bud, and him and I went to this decently famous club in our town. Pretty much the whole town comes out. And I think this is an 18 and above club, not a 21 and above club, right? I'm 23, so I'm not that much off from 18-year-olds. And you guys know I like 18, 19, 20. The younger the better, as long as she's legal. That's my agenda. That's my, what do you call it? Slogan, if you want to say, right? That's my motto. But then I also have to realize that they come with more headaches than older women. But that's another video topic. So we're standing on the line. We're about to go in. They're about to check our IDs and whatnot. This girl in front of us, this group of girls, and I think they had a couple guys with them, dropped her ID or her purse. I can't remember. Yeah, it was her ID. Because if she dropped her whole purse, she would have felt something heavy falling from her side. So it was her ID that just fell. I think she was just holding it, or it probably just fell from her purse. I don't know what happened, but I saw an ID fall. And it was dark, obviously, so I could obviously get close to it to see if it was hers or somebody else. But knowing me, I usually don't try to help chicks out. When I see that they're struggling with something, even if they drop something, whatever, hey, that's your problem, girl. That's not my problem. So I didn't say nothing. Like, whatever, that's not my problem. That's just the type of dude I am, right? Because why? Because of the next thing I'm about to tell you. This other guy right in front of us. So it was the group of girls. Behind them was three guys, and then behind them was me and my buddy. And I'm seeing this whole thing. So these three group of guys behind these group of girls had one guy that was around 5'6", 5'7", one guy who was around 6 foot tall, and the other guy was around 5'5" ish, right? Like they're somewhat short, except that third guy who was 6 foot tall or above. I don't. He just looked tall. That's it. So he tapped on the girl's shoulder, and this girl is a solid 5 at best. I wouldn't even. You know what? I wouldn't even give her a 5, a 4, right? Even her making herself look like a doll still couldn't bump her notch up from a 4 to anything higher above. So just imagine what she looked like without makeup on and without that skimpy ass tight outfit on, right? He tapped on her shoulder to point her to show her ID falling, right? She looks, and it was a short guy, right? One of those two short guys tapped on her shoulder. I think she was at his height, so she was pretty short herself too. I think she was 5'5", 5'4", around there. Chubby bitch. The average woman's weight in America or in the US or on the western side of the world is 180 pounds, and the average height of Western women is 5'4", 5'2". That's a big bitch right there. You guys know that, right? Anyway, so she looked behind her to see who tapped on her. And guys, in today's world, I wouldn't even do that. Like, I would probably go close to her and say, hey, out loud. I wouldn't even tap, touch, nothing. Because she could honestly, you don't know what these chicks are capable of doing, you know? And you're behind her. You don't know if she finds you attractive or not. If she's smiling at you, like if you're in front of her and she's smiling at you, playing with her hair, trying to get closer to you, then you can touch her. Yeah, you can talk to her. Then you know that, okay, she's into you. But when she's not even looking at you, she doesn't even know you're behind her. That can be risky, right? She turns around, looks at him, gives him the dirtiest look I have ever seen. And mind me, this guy doesn't look too bad. No homo. Like he himself doesn't look like a bad looking dude. He took care of himself. He looked like he's in shape. He groomed himself pretty nice. Put on some nice outfit. He's just short. That's it. And I have like the narcissistic and solipsistic look that I saw in this girl's face when she looked at him pretty much just told me that, how dare you touch me? That's the long story short. And that got me into thinking the whole night, the rest of the night, right? I just couldn't even enjoy myself after that. Like, I just felt so bad for that guy. And the guy, like, he was about to tell her, and then she just turned away immediately. She didn't even look at him, or she didn't even look at him long enough to give him a chance to tell her why he tapped on her shoulder. He was just going to point her, hey, your ID fell. But she turned around and kept walking, and the guy didn't say anything else. He didn't pick it up, nothing. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just watching. I'm just observing this whole thing. My buddy and I showed him what's going on. He started laughing. She gets to the door. They ask for her ID. And now she's going apeshit crazy. Oh my God, where's my ID? She's running down, up and down the aisle, the line, trying to look for it and causing a scene right now. And that guy, short guy, didn't even talk to her at all. He was smart because he saw that she wasn't having it, even though he was just trying to help her, and he moved on. That's exactly what I would have done. I mean, as I said, I didn't even extend my help out to begin with. Now, if it's a guy I know who's struggling with something, I'll help him, or I'll at least ask him, hey, do you need some help, bro? Why? Because, fellas, I mentioned this before, we are already divided. The genders are already divided. We think they're our enemy, they think we are their enemy. The main reason why I wouldn't help a woman out is because I don't know how she would take it. If I offer her my help, oh, you think I'm weak? You don't think I can do it myself? Or if I offer her my help, oh, he harassed me. You see, like, that's just where that's just where we're standing today. So unless she's coming on to me and asking me for her help, I'm not even gonna bother. No, that's fine. If you ask a guy, hey bro, do you need some help? Obviously the guy's not gonna say, oh, he was harassing me. Or the guy's not gonna say, you think I'm weak? He's not gonna try to pull any feminist crap like that out of his ass, right? That's why, like, yeah, it's a shame that we're divided and now they're conquering. Who's they? That's another video topic, but you guys get the hint. But it is what it is, and this is what we have to deal with. And that got me to thinking, as I said, the rest of the night, my night just got ruined, right? I feel really bad for that guy. And that got me into thinking that this is literally the average man's life. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, and I struggle a lot sometimes. And when I say struggle, I mean is playing the numbers game is the main struggle, because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day, you know. If you think that you're going to be sleeping with a lot more chicks than the guy who's playing the numbers game, you're doing that choosing signal stuff, and this guy just going out cold approaching, and you think you're going to sleep more than him, sleep with more women than him, and you guys are both average men, you're delusional. That doesn't work. But I'm not telling you to go out and cold approach. I'm just giving you the truth. That's just how it is, right? It's a number game at the end of the day. And that got me to thinking that, man, all these profiles I saw on Tinder whenever I used to be on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder anymore. I deleted it a few months ago. All these chicks' DMs I slide in on Instagram. I still slide in chicks' DMs, right? The main reason behind that is because I have plenty of followers, a good number of followers on my Instagram. So that's why it speaks volume for me when I slide into some chicks' DMs. I have banged plenty of chicks based on my Instagram followers. Oh, who is he? He has 20,000 followers. Oh, let me check him out, right? And I got pictures on there without my shirt on. They see that. That's another thirst trap I set up for them. You guys, and the rest is history, right? You guys get it. But it got me thinking that, man, these women really out here don't even want the regular man or need the regular man. They're literally going on social media apps, dating apps, setting up a profile and hoping that Brad Pitt falls onto their lap. That's just not going to happen, but they don't comprehend that, right? They can't even fathom that concept. They can't grasp that concept. They think this is just like a store that they're going to shop for, that they're going in to shop boyfriend for, right? Boyfriend store, candy store, toy store. They think, oh, I'm gonna go here, pick this up from the rack, put it in my shopping cart, go to the next aisle, pick this one from the, okay, this guy, he got the BBC, put that on the shopping cart, go to the next aisle. Oh, he got the face of Brad Pitt, put that on there, next aisle. Oh, he got the height of LeBron James, put that on the cart. All right, next aisle. Oh, he got the abs of Chris Hemsworth, put that on the cart. Next aisle. Oh, he got the mouthpiece, the game of what's that one dude, can't remember his name. G-Eazy, yeah. He got the mouthpiece, the smooth talking of G-Eazy. Put that on the cart. Like, okay. then it's pretty much telling me that that's the equivalent of build a bitch. You know, you go to the toy store, right? Legit toy store. You buy the pocket pussy, you buy the blow up doll, you buy the black girl lips and black girl booty. You got the white girl titties. You put them all together, right? Build a bitch. That's literally what it seems like, doesn't it? That's the equivalent to what they're doing. And they want us to date them, but they can't seem to understand that we have to want to date them. We have to want to be with them. This is not a one-way street. This is not, oh, he must accept me for who I am. Why? Why? Is he a robot where you program something different in his head and he starts spitting out different things out of his mouth and out of his butt? He is also another human being. He also has free will. He also has the capability to think for himself. Yes, social conditioning has changed a lot of that and taken a lot of that from him. But at the end of the day, he's not a robot. He's another human being. And you cannot make him do something that he doesn't want to do. Just like sales. That's why there's thousands of videos of men teaching other men how to game women. Because at the end of the day, you can't make her do something she doesn't want to do. All you're doing is making her want to do it. That's it. Turning the right buttons on. In sales, if you're trying to sell a car, if you're trying to sell a product, if you're trying to sell any kind of item, you have to make the customer want to buy the product from you. You can't force the customer to do anything. It's the same concept applies. Yeah, they're not actively making us want them. By that, what do I mean? They're not coming up to us, spitting game at us, telling us how beautiful they are and how amazing they are and that we should take them out on a date. No, they're not doing that because they don't need to. Because it's easy to get men. Why? Because men are easy. All we want is a decent looking chick who's feminine and submissive. We don't have a whole laundry list of things. And half of the time, or most of the time, we don't even care about anything else except her looks. And sometimes we don't even care about that. If she just got a hole and we haven't gotten laid in a while, we'll go and take care of our business. Doesn't matter how big or fat or ugly or skinny she looks, right? Guys are just that desperate. And rightfully so, because as I'm saying, it's hard out here. Yeah, I preach the self-confidence and the self-discipline and the self-improvement stuff. Yeah, sure, that helps. That helps a lot. That's the only way. That's the only thing that can help you in this dating market, in this dating world today. Because their hypergamous nature is on steroids, right? So you don't have any other option but to self-improve, yeah. But even then, it's tough. Because your average man doesn't become the top 5% or 10% man within 2 years, within 3 years. Not maybe even within 5 years. It might just take him 10 years. I don't consider myself as the average man because I'm taller than the average man. So I have an advantage. But I don't make my videos for guys who have advantages. I make my videos for your average man. Because that's the majority of guys out here. And it's hard for him. It's tough for him. I'm not making this video to sing Kumbaya with you guys and hold your hand and wipe your tears off your face. I'm just showing you guys how delusional these women are and where their mindset is. We always preach about our mindset and we got to take care of our mindset and build our mindset. Have an abundant mindset and all that. Well, we should also shine the light on their mindset as well, right? It's so comical to me that the solipsism of women is literally what's keeping them unhappy, and they're still so blind to see any of it, right? So ladies, this is a question to you. No hate, no drama, nothing. A serious, important question to you. If you're not getting results from whatever it is that you're doing in life, if you're not getting the results you're wanting out of life, do you think doing the same stuff every single day that's not getting you the results will give you the results? just solely based on the amount of time you live? No, it's not. We can sit here and say, oh, things will get better. Yeah, things will get better eventually. Yeah, it's easy to say that. It's a filler phrase. It makes us feel good, right? It gives us some sense of security. No, things will not get better unless you put the work in. Things just don't magically get better just because you lived another year on this planet, just because you lived longer. You're 25, oh, things will get better when I'm 40. No, they won't. They will get worse if you don't do anything about it. You're a 22-year-old guy, oh, things will get better when I'm 32. I'm going to make a lot more money. No, you won't unless you try for it, unless you want to make more money. Magically, nothing is magic. Nothing is luck. Nothing is arbitrary. You set certain goals for yourself up. You set certain agendas up for yourself and you follow them. That's it. There's no magic formula. There's no magic bullet. There's no magic recipe. Nothing. It is not rocket science. It is my message, my core message right here is nothing special. Men, take care of yourself. You know, Jordan Peterson, he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars just because he tells men, hey, make your bed. Like, how trivial can it get than that? Same thing for you ladies, is that it just doesn't magically disappear, all your problems, right? But you guys are still going out doing the exact same thing. You get bored off of Tinder, you come off 6 months later, you get back on, and you have the exact same set of expectations on your bio that you had before you left. Even though in the past 6 months, nothing changed in your life. You're still a cum dumpster. You just went through another horde of dudes, and you're back on the market again. Yeah, sure, every time you get back on it, you get hundreds more, thousands of matches and swipes and whatnot. But you are still not getting what you want out of life, though. And for those ladies who are those go-getter, go-get-the-bag type of women, you're still not getting everything you want out of life. Because your purpose, ladies, and I know this is controversial, right? A lot of people can come in here and say, you don't know that, Zeke. All police is going to come in here. Not all women want that. Yes, they do. Men and women, I've mentioned this before, men and women have one and only one biological imperative. Or let me rephrase that. Men have only one biological imperative and women have only one biological imperative. That does not change, or that will not change as long as the human race survives and is alive, regardless of how much nurturing change you guys make, how much nurturing changes you guys make in the system. That's never going to change. And women's biological imperative is to find something to hold on to give their life a meaning. And that something is a family, is a man they can look up to. That's just what it is. Women just don't have it in them. Yeah, you can call me a misogynist. You're calling me a misogynist already, right? All right, let me continue more then. Women just don't have it in them to achieve greater success, to go after the bigger things than themselves, to go after a purpose that's bigger than themselves. All women are doing in today's society is following the exact same blueprint men have built. Go to college, get a degree, go to a job, go to your work, make money, party. They're not doing anything unique. They're not doing anything outside of the box. They're doing the same crap men have been doing for hundreds and thousands of years. They're wanting to be just like a man. So that automatically tells you men are already a step above women. But the dilemma comes when women become the number one patient for antidepressants, because they're wanting to go do the man's job which does not align with their biological imperative. They are not made for that. They're soft. Have you ever touched a woman? Her skin, her muscles, her bone. Dude, the chicks I spar with in my MMA gym, even these chicks, like you might say, oh, these are the toughest chicks out here, right? Yeah, even these chicks are soft, mentally and physically. Just because Amanda Nunes is a tough SOB in the UFC doesn't mean that's how most or all women are. 99% of women are not like her. Even the dykes, the lesbian chicks, even they're soft. Mentality-wise and physicality-wise. You grab them, as I was saying, their hands are smaller than ours. Fingers are fragile. Body is fragile. Soft tissues everywhere on their body. Bones are smaller than us. Their head is smaller than us. Their brain is smaller than us. Nature made those differences for a reason. But you're trying to go against nature here. So that's why it's not working out for you how you want it to work out. But instead of changing your ways, instead of adapting to a different system, how men do, because men are smart. It doesn't take us that long to figure out, all right, this is not working out. We got to try out something else. Instead of doing that something else, you're sticking with this hopeless dream. This agenda that the leftists, the feminists have sold you, the lie that they have sold you. Oh, it's going to be okay. You're only 23. You don't know anything about life. Just wait it out. Within 10 years, your life is going to be sunshine and roses. No, it's not, ladies. The downside you guys have is that your prime time comes early in your life, from 18 or 16 to 24. And you need to make those tough decisions for the rest of your life within that time period, when you don't have as much experience and knowledge because you're young, you're stupid. Men, we can pass that stupid age and get into our 30s, and we still have plenty of time to get to our prime. Because men's prime come in a lot later than women's. Because women are valued by their looks, and looks fade with time. And men are valued by our success and riches and resources. And those things increase as time passes by. We all know these things. Nothing new that I'm saying here. But as I was saying, and I'm going to make another video talking about this, how many times I've been rejected, right? If you want to sleep with 100 women, you're going to have to talk to, like, if you're an average guy, and you want to sleep with at least 100 women, you're going to have to talk to at least probably 5,000 women. I'm being honest right here, man. I'm being honest. Or 3,000 women. You're going to have to approach 3,000 women. Hit up 3,000 women, 5,000 women, whatever. What does that tell you? That tells you they don't want or need us, unless, as I said, we're the top 5 or 10% man. Because of how narcissistic these chicks are today. And you guys want to sit here and feel sorry for yourself because you can't get a piece of that type of narcissism? You want that in your life? That cum dumpster in your life? Who's been ran through by the whole football team, basketball team, the high school quarterback? And now you want to wait to get a sniff of that now? Now she's making you wait for that? Think about it like this. If another man gave you his pocket pussy, regardless of how many times he washed it or how many times you wash it, how would you feel about sticking your dick in it? It's another man's pocket pussy. How would you feel about that? I don't see a whole lot of difference between that and a actual chick. At least when you're using another man's pocket pussy, you're using one man's item only, while this human being, this chick, this person, have been used by you don't know how many other dudes. Think about that. How gross does that sound for a second? And on top of that, she wants to make you wait. She wants you to wait for that, right? Ugh. Do you even know all the places that she took the loads of multiple other guys. They shot it on her face. It probably went up her nose. Probably got in her eyes. They probably left it in her butt, in her ass. And let it drip from her booty hole down to her clit, and then they shoved it in her in her pussy. They left another load in there. Probably left it in her belly button. Yeah, it's really gross, isn't it? Sounds extremely disgusting, doesn't it? And that's what you want to feel sorry about? Because that human cum dumpster didn't give you the time of the day? And you ladies have the audacity to come in here and tell me you want a 6-foot tall man, 6-figure earner, this, that, and the other. Right? As I said, they don't even think about us, fellas. We don't even exist in their thoughts. We honestly don't. So next time you approach a girl, just remember all these points when you go talk to a girl. You're literally a nobody to her, because in her head, she is all that matters, and her needs and her wants. Nothing else, nobody else. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.